Welcome back to Man in Your Corner with me, Sean Tucker, health scientist and breathing performance trainer. We are here in the living lab documenting the science, the struggle and the shift for every man who is ready to recover just as hard as he trains so that it can really count. You train hard and you're in bed by 10 p.m. You have a solid sleep, but you wake up with a dry mouth and feel like you've hardly rested. But before we get into that, please go ahead and give us a rating on the podcast platform you're listening to or watching right now, because it helps get the message in front of the man who needs to hear it today. So why is this? You're in bed by 10, you trained hard, you're sleeping consistently, you treat sleep like a ritual, your sleep routine, your sleep hygiene is great. There's no blue light. You don't open your phone during the night. So why is it when you wake up, you've got a dry mouth and you feel like you've hardly rested? This is such an undervalued piece of information. So stick around because you'll understand what's happening beneath the surface, and maybe you'll actually start to wonder, could this be the thing that was missing for me? Because I tell you from experience, waking up with a dry mouth is a pretty good indicator that you've been mouth breathing overnight. Maybe you've even been snoring. And I can safely say that I sometimes still snore. When I'm dead to the world, my wife will sometimes kick me because it annoys her that I'm snoring, and it will wake me up. She doesn't often do it, but just putting it out there. I love my wife. Look, the reason you're waking up feeling hardly rested is because you're not resting properly. And there could be many reasons for this. But where I would say is it's a symptom. A dry mouth, feeling hardly rested in the morning, is a symptom of not being able to be relaxed enough to enter a deep sleep that allows you to recover properly. There's a few things that could be going on here. Your training load might be too much. It could be that you're actually not relaxed at all. You're very anxious. You're trying to perform when you haven't recovered. And that is an issue in of itself. But there is a pattern that's playing out beneath the surface here. And until you understand what it is, you won't be able to recover fully. You won't be able to perform. You won't be able to put on your best effort. Well, actually, you put up your best effort because you're already doing that. You're making so many things into alignment. But this thing that's keeping you from performing at your best, to your highest potential, to become your best self, it's not what you think it is. Mouth breathing is a symptom, and waking up with a dry mouth is a pretty good indicator you're probably mouth breathing during your sleep. Mouth breathing is a symptom of your system not finding that state of relaxation, and often it enters some sort of mode where it could be even panicking. I mean, this is just hypothesis here, not a diagnosis. It's just hypothesis. But if this is happening to you, look, you can go and get a sleep lab. You can go and get a sleep test. You can go to the sleep school and see what's going on. They might give you a sleep apnea machine. There could be sleep apnea. I don't know. Once again, not a diagnosis. However, there are so many things you can do to help your system calm down before you enter your sleep. And if you wake up during the night, this is also something you can do and implement. They'll help you get back into that rested state sooner. So don't underestimate the power of learning how to breathe. and learning how to train your breath in such a way where you can command relaxation at any time, even when you're stressed, even when you're panicked. Because you can control your breath, which controls your state. If you control your state, you change how you show up. You change how you are. I'll even go as far to say is you change who you are. So don't underestimate it. If you want to learn more, and if you've got a pattern that's playing out, you're not sure what's causing it, you're waking up with a dry mouth, you've got everything else dialed in, but still you're not recovering. Look, message me. Let's see if this work is a good fit for you, because if it is, there could be so much that you're leaving on the table that you don't even know about. So message me, we'll get in, have that conversation, we'll see if it's a good fit for you. And if it is, let's see how that fits in. That brings us to the end of this episode of Man in Your Corner. If you found value, please go ahead and give us a rating on the podcast platform or on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a share, and also, why not subscribe to our channel? It helps get in front of the message. It helps get in front of the man who needs to hear the message today. Remember, most people wait for their life to change. We are the ones making conscious choices to improve our lives every single day. Change your state. Choose how you show up. I am Sean Tucker. See you in the next one.